There's no way this happened. Uh-oh, it looks like that there's been a three-way car collision. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and it looks like we're having an emergency right now. For today, I am going to be working at the sheriff's office. So before I continue to yap, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe. Is that an ad? And let's begin with the video. So it looks like the report says that there was a 3-car collision this morning, and if we open up the maps, the location seems to be right on this bridge right here. We're gonna go and check it out. We're gonna have to go and save them. So let's go and hop into the car. That is going to be the task for today. So let's be very quick with this because I don't know if there's anyone injured. And where's my police car? Did I park it back here? Oh wait, I did. It looks like I did end up parking my police car right here. Let me turn on the engine and let's turn on the light bar and of course the sirens, and let's start making our way over to the location. And to be honest, I feel like it's kind of too early to be having accidents. Maybe I'm being a little bit too mean about it. So let me check the map and make sure that we are going the right way, and it seems that we are. So it looks like on the last dirt road, we are going to have to make a right turn. I wonder if like any of the cars ended up flipping, because that would be insane. But I believe we're getting close to the dirt road. So let me start putting on my blinkers. I don't know if you can see them. But yeah, let's make that turn right here. Yeah, I don't know where the bridge is. It's most likely gonna be down further. Oh yeah, it is right here. Dude, is that a car flipped over? Holy moly. Look at this truck. The entire front suspension got destroyed. This is terrible. Okay, the Corvette, looks like the Corvette must have been speeding and hit the truck, and after the truck must have hit this SUV, which caused it to flip over. This is insane. So we've got a SUV that's flipped over, a truck with the complete suspension destroyed, and a brand new Corvette completely totaled from the front. Okay, this is really bad. This is really bad. Okay, so it looks like our next task is going to head over to the mechanic shop because we need to pick up a tow truck. So let me hop back into my patrol car, and yeah, let's make a way over there so we can get this whole problem fixed. This might be one of the worst accidents I have seen in APM. I'm very speechless. I don't know how this could ever happen. So I got another message from the sheriff's station, and in that message it says that everyone within that accident has been taken to the hospital, which is good news, and it appears that no one is in critical condition. But that definitely is some heartwarming news. But it looks like we have arrived at the mechanic shop, and I see the tow truck right here. So I'm gonna leave my patrol car parked in the parking lot, and we are going to be taking the tow truck. So let me get this thing parked just like so. Turn off the engine. All right, so let me hop into the tow truck, and I know it's going to be a little bit tedious, but I might have to tow each vehicle independently. I wish I had a semi with a long bed because this whole process would be much better and faster, but you know, we're working with what we got. But when I get there, I'm gonna focus on the SUV and then the rest of the vehicles, because the SUV does not look good there, especially when it's flipped over. So it looks like the road is here, so let me take a right turn, and honestly I think this is the longest morning I have ever seen. Alright, it looks like we have finally arrived to the accident. So I'm gonna go around the SUV, kind of flip around right here. I'm gonna park right here, grab onto my cable. Let's connect it to, let's see, where should we connect it? Wait, why can't I connect it? That's super weird. It looks like I cannot connect it to, am I too far away? Here, let me try to get closer. Let's try to connect this again. And yeah, my cable is not working. That is super weird. It appears that my cable is not working, so I'm gonna head over to the shop and buy a strap because my cable is not working, which is super odd. So I'll quickly go and meet you guys over there. Alright you guys, it looks like we have finally arrived at the store. It is called the RP Tool Store. So let's pull into the parking lot. I'm gonna park right here. Let's open these, and then let's see, which strap should we pick? Let's pick this strap. Alright, so we got the strap. Let me close the door, and since there is no cashier, it is free. So let me get out of here and let's start making our way back to the accident. I'm really hoping this works, because if it doesn't, then I don't know what I'm going to do. Alright you guys, we have finally arrived. We're gonna go around the SUV once again, and we're gonna try to connect both vehicles with the strap. So I'm really hoping that this works. I'm gonna connect it to the side, and then let's see, please. Yes, let's go. Alright, so we can finally connect both vehicles. So let me hop right back into my tow truck, and let's carefully hold this SUV. And alright, come on. I'm gonna inch a little bit forward and just yank it. There we go. That worked. Uh-oh. It's going to hit the barrier. Hold on, let me hop in. Oh, That was way too close. Alright, so let me disconnect my tow strap just like so. Honestly, the SUV is not too damaged besides some exterior body damage. Everything else seems to be working fine. The suspension is fine, the tires is fine. I already did a 360 check. This thing is not giving me any issues. What I'm going to be doing is heading over to the mechanic shop and dropping this vehicle over there. So let's go and do that, and I'll meet you guys over at the mechanic shop. Alright, the mechanic shop is right here, so let's start pulling in, and I'm gonna throw this in the garage so they can start checking this vehicle, make sure that there's nothing too wrong with the engine or anything else. So let me quickly flip this over. Let's throw this into the garage, and there we go. Nice. So let's start heading back. Let's take the patrol car and let's turn on our lights. So let's turn right here and let's start slowing down. We're gonna continue with the truck because this truck is really in bad condition. So I'm gonna try to get it on top of the tow truck. I'm really hoping this works. And let's start throwing down the boom. So first let's begin with unfolding the boom just like so. And there we go. And now let's lower this. I think that is it. I'm gonna try to connect it now. I don't know if this is gonna work at all. Wait, is it connected? I think I was able to connect it. Hold on, let me try to raise this. This thing is completely smashed in. Alright, so we got the front of the truck connected to the tow truck finally. And it looks like I'm going to try to U-turn right here. Alright, so I was able to turn. And as you guys can see, the truck is completely messed up. It is so bad. Let's make a left right here. And it looks like it's going to rain today. I really hope it doesn't. But it looks like we are here at the mechanic shop. So let me hop out of my vehicle. Let me open up this garage right here. We're going to throw the truck next to the SUV. And then let's try to back up and not try to damage this vehicle anymore. Alright, I think we are doing good. A little bit more. I think that is in the perfect position. So let's lower this thing. There we go. And I'm gonna hop out of the truck so we can disconnect the arms. So let's do that. Alright, so we got the truck unloaded. Do you guys think if I close the garage, it's going to hit the front of the truck? I mean, there's one way to find out. Let's close this thing. Let's see. Will it hit? Perfect. Awesome. Alright, so it looks like I'm not going to be losing any money today. So let me raise my boom. Alright, it looks like we are ready to go. Arrive at the location. Alright, we are finally back. And our last task is to take the Corvette. Now I wonder if I can finally connect the cable to the vehicle. And it appears that we cannot. So, and I'm going to grab my strap, attach it. There we go. And we're going to pull the vehicle a little bit. And I think that is perfect. I'm going to quickly disconnect the strap. There we go. I disconnected the strap. So I ended up turning around. I'm going to start lowering this. Boom. Alright, it looks like it's been connected. So let's raise this Corvette. And I don't know what happened. Okay, so I have an idea. I'm gonna disconnect this from the arms, and then I'm gonna hop into the Corvette, move the wheels, and now this should be good now. Perfect. Alright, so it looks like the Corvette has been finally raised, and we can start heading over to the mechanic shop. Alright, you guys, we have finally arrived at the mechanic shop. So you guys know the process. I'm gonna open up one of these garages, which is going to be this one. And yeah, let's flip over so we can get this Corvette unloaded. So I'm gonna try to use my pro skills to get this thing unloaded, and I think this is going to be good. So let's start lowering the boom. The Corvette has been disconnected. I am going to close the garage because we are done with this, and I need to be a little bit more fast because the sun is starting to set and my shift is almost over. So I'm gonna park the tow truck right here, and I'm gonna call one of my police partners so he can pick me up and drop me off at the location so I can pick up my police car. Alright everyone, I just got dropped off. I'm gonna pick up my police car and I'm gonna start heading over to the police station so we can clock out and be finished with the job. Finally, we are back. There we go. Engine is off, and let's head right into the station. Alright, I am done following the report, and with that conclusion, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it looks like it's going to rain. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys onto the next 8 p.m. video. Peace.